James and Miss Rhine materialized aboard the Excelsius. Commander Chekhov was standing by to receive them. "I'm happy to see you, sir," said Chekhov. "Not as happy as I am to see you," said Quirk. "You have cheated death once again, Captain." "He was not alone," Miss Rhine reminded. "Did you get the crystals, Chekhov?" "Got them, sir. It took a damn long while to get them processed and refined. We had to go all the way back to the Federated to process them. Then we rushed back. I had just finished distributing them when I heard the distress call of NCC 1701. We used the Ultra-WEF to get here in a mere matter of minutes. But you knew I would come, Captain, didn't you? I am the fourth dimension of chess, am I not? I guess that some part of me knew that you would make it." Quirk looked out the viewport at the Enterprise. She was dead in space. "Let's bring her back to life, Chekhov. She's still got one good WEF drive which we can run from auxiliary control." "She has a few scratches, sir. And a couple of dents here and there. Let's go patch her up. Put phasers on weld." "My pleasure, Captain. Also, I have a new trilithium crystal for you." A few days later, they had her patched and up and running again. "Message coming in, Captain. The battle is over. The war has been won. You did it, Captain. Now you will be famous wherever you go. You will give speeches, write books, run conferences, perhaps even be elected as the next president." "I need a rest, Chekhov. I think I'm getting too old for all that. Perhaps I really should retire after all." "Another message coming in, Captain. MacBoy has certified your death. The Enterprise sent out a catastrophic disaster signal with its last ounce of energy, just before we transported you off of her, when her life support systems failed. That was a very unscientific medical diagnosis by Dr. MacBoy. Shall I inform him, Captain, that rumors of your death have once again been greatly exaggerated?" "No, I think I'll stay dead for a while. I'm not much for politics and giving speeches. Anyway, I know a nice little planet where I can take my honeymoon and write a few memoirs. Take us there, Chekhov, and return the Enterprise to Mr. Spook's control. He shall become its new captain. But please inform my crew that I am indeed alive and well, but tell them to keep it in their hat. Tell them I went fishing. Tell them I'm at my cabin. Tell them I've finally retired. And tell Boons I've finally let go of the Enterprise. She can make it without me now. I'm finally going home, Chekhov."
"Where is that?" asked Chekhov's first overseer. Quirk replied, "Out there in the deserts of space, between the lights that dance in the night sky, there is an oasis, an Eden where the roses bloom and the fountains spray, where water runs down to the sea, where breezes blow, and where moons rise and set, where among the wastes of the worlds of Klinzai there are still trees and fresh fruits in a paradise, where Miss Rind and I will make our heaven, where there is a bird singing of my love for her even as we speak." The Excelsius went into Ultraweft and delivered James and Miss Rhine to their honeymoon retreat, that very same planet that they had escaped to a few months ago. Jim appropriated a shuttlecock for them to live out of until they could build something. "Don't worry, Chekhov. As a freed agent of the Federated, I can use Starfleet equipment as required. Farewell for now, Captain. Congratulations and good luck." "So long, Chekhov. You were born to command. Keep the peace." "Thank you, Captain." James and Miss Rind enjoyed their beautiful love together, their endless love deepening by the day. They built a cabin together and lived simply. Each night they would walk and look at the stars that James loved. Miss Rind had reached up to the stars and had brought them down to him. "The stars are our diamonds," she said. Days blended into weeks and then months, and soon a life had been made. James and Miss Rind began to grow young together, living in their cabin. The Klingon people were now allied with the Federated. The Klingon revolution of the battle class was over, most of them having been killed in the war. The Romantans silently retreated to their empire. A generation had ended and a new one had begun. A new era was beginning, an era of peace and freedom for every man, woman, and child. Somewhere out there, the Enterprise sailed under Captain Spook's command. Jim remembered her but did not miss her, for he was at peace now, having at last found what he was looking for. He celebrated his 70th birthday, still feeling young at heart, for he was much in love. One fine starry night, Jim sat down in the shuttlecock and turned on the word processor and began to write the log from which I obtained this story. It began, "Space, the last frontier. These are the journeys of the starboat Enterprise.